Hi, I'm Eric from Thermaltake, and I want to introduce you to some of the mechanical keyboards we have here. We announced our first mechanical keyboard last year with the Mecha G1, and since then we've made some improvements, and I'll go ahead and let you know what those improvements are so far. So with the Mecha G1, it originally wasn't illuminated, so we put a backlight on it, and we can offer that in different colors. And you can change the brightness on it, and also change the different sections that would be illuminated, like your WSAD and your arrow keys here. When we took the buttons off, so we can show the switch type, and I'll get into that later. And the arrow keys on the number pad. And you can just turn everything off except for your num lock and everything like that. You can also just adjust the brightness on it. And we offer that in a white, a red, a green, and a blue backlight. So just depending on your preference, you can buy something that you want. And the price point won't be too high if all the colors are combined, so it's going to be more affordable. And so people that don't really know much about mechanical keyboards, we will start offering new switches, and the switches are what is underneath the keycap, which will determine how soft or hard it is, or how bumpy it is. We call that like a tactile feeling. So over here we have a chart that will introduce the different key switch types that we have. We have the red switch. That's a linear. It means it's not going to click when you press down on it. But the red switch is very, very light. It's a very light feeling. A lot of RTS gamers, like StarCraft players, will prefer this kind of switch because they use the keyboard a lot and they don't want a lot of resistance. And the cherry black switch, that's what the original Mecha G1 came with. And it's also a linear switch. It won't feel too bumpy when you press it, but it has a lot more resistance, and a lot of FPS players will like this keyboard, like Counter-Strike players or Call of Duty players. And the cherry brown switch, that's a tactile feeling. So when you press down on the button, it'll feel a little clicky. It's similar to the red switch, where it's kind of light, but it's still got some resistance on it. And finally, the blue switch, which is the lightest and clickiest switch. This is a switch that you will like for some kind of RTS game, but also it's very loud. So a lot of people, if they live alone, they don't really mind it, but if they live with family, it's going to be a little bit too loud for them. But it's a very light and clicky switch, and a lot of people like that kind of clicky feeling. And if you like that clicky feeling, but you won't want to upgrade to a mechanical keyboard, we also offer a hybrid, which is the Knucker. And this has a plunger switch, which means it's similar to a membrane keyboard, but it has kind of a clicky feeling, like a mechanical keyboard would. And we took the buttons off of here so you can see the switch type. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's very clicky when you press down on the key. So it's an affordable option for people that don't want to fully upgrade to a mechanical switch, but they want something that feels a little bit more responsive when they use it. And so the mechanical keyboard, the reason to upgrade from mechanical keyboard is it offers 50 million keystrokes. So basically it's more durable than a membrane keyboard. One of our Mecha G1s, I think I posted a video on YouTube, we ran it over with a BMW and we plugged it in and it worked completely fine. So it's actually more durable than a membrane keyboard, and it's also, it feels a little bit more responsive when you use it, especially the response time when you're playing a game. You'll know as soon as you press the key that it's, you know, if you're playing an FPS game, it'll actually move you around a lot faster. So that's the reason to upgrade to a mechanical keyboard. And I hope that you enjoy the keyboards that we're coming out with, and also in the future, if you want to pick up one of the Mecha G1s that are illuminated, or one of the Mecha G units that are fully illuminated with your various key switch types, I hope you'll give us a consideration here.
So let me ask you a quick question from a gaming standpoint. Now that our readers at TechWorld Labs know the difference between the keys and can make an intelligent decision on what they want, how do they know which keyboard comes with which style of switch?
We'll offer the different switches based on the retailer. So when you go onto an e-retailer or in store, it'll be on the box or in the description which switch this comes with. So you can decide if you want the blue, brown, black, or red switch.
Awesome, awesome. Stay tuned for the full review on our website, techworldlabs.com. Thanks, Eric.
All right, thank you.